Welcome back to the Year of the Mustang. My name is Jake Harvath, and this week I passed through Antonito, Colorado, and into the San Luis Valley, where I came face to face with wild Mustangs. Then, after crossing the border into New Mexico, I headed up into the Sangre de Cristo Mountains and came over an elevation of 10,000 feet in late November. Okay, guys, so since I am resting today, I'm going to take the opportunity to reshoe Eddy's hind feet, because on Saturday he slid back into a hole and got stuck in there, and as he was jumping out, managed to step both of his hind shoes off, and lucky they came off, frankly, because I didn't want him to get stuck down in there on a root or whatever it was he was caught on. He's barefoot at the moment, and luckily he's still got enough foot to get a shoe on there, so I was able to pick up a pair of hind shoes. I wanted to start out and use the opportunity to show you guys what I carry with me to do my horseshoeing. So obviously, because we don't have a forge or anvil, we're going to be cold shoeing. I carry a spare front shoe and hind shoe with me to be able to replace any lost shoes. I carry just a standard hoof rasp, my driving hammer, just one box of nails, pair of nippers, got my pull-offs, then I got a wedge. These are my clinchers, got my nail pullers, got my nail cutters, wire brush, and then I carry a number of other things. Carry my rasp handles separate for the sake of space. Got my hoof knife, carry a little gouge, and then obviously a hoof pick, which every horse person should have. I would say that this is definitely far more than the bare essentials. You can obviously get by with far less than this. I'm just a farrier, and I like to have things done right, and having things done right has helped me keep shoes on over the long term of this trip. So I wanted to be able to have some sort of a solution for a hoof stand. So what I came up with was these 3 legs, these 3 pipes with a pipe joint. They all screw into this T, nice and secure, and it's solid steel. So here I have my own makeshift hoof stand, and I can stand on it to keep it secure. Put the horse's foot up there. If I need it shorter, just change sides, right? Obviously not the best hoof jack out there that you could use, but for the sake of packing on a horse's back, I thought it was a pretty dang clever idea. If you guys want to learn more about horseshoeing tools, I recommend going and checking out the Farrier series on this channel, and there I have a lot more information about horseshoeing, about trimming, tools, all that sort of thing. So if you're interested in that, go check it out. So yeah, we're gonna get over there and get some new shoes here on Eddy. So one of the downsides is I can't really be very organized when I'm shooting out of a bag, but we make do when we're on the trail. Now, I'm a lot longer on this medial side. Now this guy walked over 25 miles before we were done for the day so that we could get out of the high country, and that's just one of the miracles of these Mustangs, that these feet were so hard that they didn't lose too much foot walking that far without a shoe on both of these back feet. And I was riding for most of that. Now, because I can't hot shoe, I don't have a forge, gonna be nailing this on cold. I gotta get it just right, because I'm not gonna be able to burn the shoe on. And now I get to take my hammer and go figure out how to tighten these shoes up. And the guy I got these from had a grinder, so I was already able to bevel my edges, which will help the shoe stay on. So I know any horseshoer watching this is rolling over in their grave, but when you're on the trail and you don't have another option, this vise and this table is making a world of difference here. But we got her pretty dang close. Yeah, guys, that's how we get a horse cold shoed without an anvil. Hey guys, Jake here with the Year of the Mustang, and we are just starting out week 8, and I am currently in Fox Creek, Colorado, and today I'm going to be headed through Antonito, Colorado, over to the Rio Grande, and that's where we're going to be camping tonight. The goal for this week is to head over to Raton, New Mexico, but it's pretty far, so we might just make it as close as we can. And starting tomorrow, I'll get out of the San Luis Valley and head up to the Sangre de Cristo mountains. So that should be a fun week, and hope you guys enjoy this video. There's the Conejos River. Got a little elk farm back there. Alright guys, this is the town of Antonito, and we're just passing straight across on through, west to east. Yep, we love sleepy little town without much traffic. Welcome to the San Luis Hills. Got just a few more miles to go and we'll make the Rio Grande. Guys, we're about to hit the road for the morning. We camped last night here on the Rio Grande. Gonna go over this Labados Bridge. And then we're headed towards Costilla, New Mexico today. This is our last day in Colorado. Last day in Colorado, guys. I don't know if you guys can see way out there on the plain to the left of the road. Those are wild horses. And I don't want to get too close to them because I don't want to cause a wreck. Now it's most likely if they were to just see me, they would just run away. But when you come in with 3 horses like this, sometimes you never know. So guys, I decided to just cut across to my next road because the road we were on, we would have just gone right by them wild horses. They're pretty close, and over here I'm kind of staying below the ridge, so we're just gonna kind of skirt around them. As cool as it would be to see how close we could get to see them, it's not a good mix. Just last night I was thinking about how tough the grazing was here, and we need to get these horses to hay as quickly as possible, even though they've been on hay half the week. And then I see these horses and they remind me, you know, these wild ones out here, how these guys are designed to live out in this country all the time, year round, and just survive traveling 25 miles a day in search of water and something to eat. And it's definitely not an easy living for them, no doubt, but they're definitely the horses to pull through. There's your guys' cousins out there. Eddie here, he's born in New Mexico. We're headed towards his homeland. Oh shoot, they see us. They started coming towards us for a second here. We're gonna head away from them and just keep on moving away from them. Yeah, they're trying to follow. They're curious. Seeing those guys was cool, but dang, it made me nervous for a second. Especially when I saw them starting to trot off towards us and then they quit. I'm sure they realized that there was something on those horses' backs and they didn't want to mess with it. But yeah, they're still back there watching us go. They're about half a mile, 3/4 of a mile away. Super cool to see them. Something about seeing these horses out in the wild just lights a fire in you. It's pretty cool. So this big lone round mountain out here is called Ute Mountain. It's over on the New Mexico side. And it's volcanic. It was formed by an eruption. And there's a lot of lava rock out here on this Taos Plateau, which is here on the southern side of the San Luis Basin. And for the Ute tribe, it was thought to be a long historic symbol of peace. Alright guys, this is the road. We're gonna be on this for a while. This is the line between Colorado and New Mexico. Over there's New Mexico. Over there's Colorado. We're riding through the town of Hermoso, Colorado. Looks like we might have a few people who live here. Not much. Don't be chewing holes in my stuff. Okay guys, we are actually still in Colorado. Didn't make it quite as far as I hoped to yesterday, so I stayed in Hermoso and camped on this little cattle outfit. So thanks to those ranchers for letting me make camp there. So right now we're almost to Costilla, and then we're headed up the canyon to Amalia. We're gonna try to make it at least to the edge of the national forest. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we'll have grass and water up there at least, and then we're into the Sangre de Cristo, so should be pretty fun. Right now we are still continuing the long flat stretch, which is the San Luis Valley. Well guys, this is it. No sign or nothing to show you, but we are crossing from Colorado into New Mexico, and that is it for Colorado. So we won't be crossing back in after this. Next state is Oklahoma. That's pretty cool. All right guys, we are in the town of Costilla. Be heading up to Amalia and then into National Forest. Town of Amalia. Well guys, we've had a pretty dang good day. Made it up to Amalia and found some folks to stay with, so I'm camping in their shed and got a little corral for the horses. Hey guys, we are an hour into today's ride. It is day 54 and it is Friday. So we are currently in Amalia, New Mexico, and I'm in the Sangre de Cristo mountains, and today we're going up. And we'll be going up tomorrow as well, and then we'll have a couple days of down. And we are headed to Raton. Hopefully we'll be there by Tuesday. We're doing about 20 miles today. Should be a little under 8 hours total. Rio Costilla. You guys can see we got some bighorn sheep right there going up the mountain. A couple of ewes, with one with her lamb there. So that's pretty cool. Bighorn sheep this time of year, the rams are out butting heads in the rut here in November. Didn't see any rams, just a pair of ewes and a lamb, but yeah, literally from like here to 20 feet up this wall to my left. It's pretty cool. Coming into the Carson National Forest. This is some sort of trout ladder. Yeah, it says Native Fish Restoration Project. Hey guys, it is day 55 and we just summited over the Sangre de Cristo, so it's downhill from here for the next few days. Yeah, we had some pretty cold nights, but we're gonna start dropping in elevation as of right now, so hopefully that'll get a little better. We'll see. No way, are you kidding me? Oh, heck yeah. Oh, beautiful. Too bad she's too heavy to pack out with how much we've got. Otherwise, we'd take her in a heartbeat. Now this fire that I got going just started is still a big mountain of logs, not something I want to cook on. So gonna let it go for a while, let it burn down till we got a good cold bed. Things have kind of simmered down on it. So I get my fire going well and before I actually plan on putting a pot or pan on the flame. So gotta let it go for a bit. Always keep an eye on it while it's going. And what I'm waiting for is for the fire to travel from the top, from the logs on top and the sticks that I put on the top of the pile, and burn their way down. And that'll create this big old pile of hot coals for me to work with, and burning logs for me to be able to move around and position my cookware. Okay guys, now I've got a fire that I can cook on. I'm gonna start out just by heating up the sausage, and then I'll heat up the tortillas after those get going a little bit. Sausage, tortillas, grapes, chips. I already had some canned trout and some crackers. I'm just gonna use my pan to move those around a little bit. Hey guys, it is the end of week 8 for the year of the Mustang. I am camped in the Sangre de Cristo mountains. This week we started out crossing the San Luis Valley and then headed up here into the Sangre de Cristo mountains. This is the last mountain range that we have in the Rocky Mountains before we head down to the Great Plains. So that's pretty exciting. We'll be here for another 2 days before we reach Raton. And then after that, we got a little under a week to reach Oklahoma. So super exciting. We did a lot of miles this week. So this was a much needed rest day. And what a beautiful place it's been to camp for a little bit. So yeah, I'm super excited for what we got to come, and hope you guys are enjoying these videos. It's been super fun for me to be able to show you guys different parts of the country this way. So hope to see you in the next one. Until then, adios.